All right, guys, in this clip or in this tutorial, we are going to be taking a clip and cutting it and then closing the gaps because there are lots of times when you record videos where people make mistakes or just there's parts in there that aren't necessary. So you have to learn to cut those pieces out. So you're going to go to uploads and then you're going to go to shared. And I need you to find the video that says cutting clips. And it's myself, Mrs. Software.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Mason, Mason.
Actually, before we do this, I'm going to go ahead and edit in full screen. So if you want to come over to your three lines here, hit edit in full screen so you can see more of the interface, I would do that. All right, so we're going to grab this cutting clips in the shared folder. We're going to bring it down to our main track. Go ahead and close that gap. All right, so basically in this video of myself, Mrs. Soswell, and Mrs. Bowling, we all say our names and then we spell our names and then we say our favorite color. So I'm going to go ahead and play it just so you can see that first part.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Mason, Mason, and my favorite color is fuchsia.
All right, so basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cutting out the spellings of our names so that our final product should just be each one of us saying, hi, my name is, with our name, and then saying our favorite color. So I'm going to take my playhead. I'm going to go back. I am going to pause it right after I say, hi, my name is Mrs. Mason. And also, when I am cutting clips like this, or sometimes when I'm trimming, this is when I will come over here and zoom in, especially if you're working with a clip where somebody is talking really fast. And so you have to kind of get it like exact. So that helps to zoom in some. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play. And again, as soon as it says, hi, my name is Mrs. Mason, I'm going to pause it.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Mason,
Pause. It's okay if you don't pause it at the exact spot because you can actually, after you cut the clip, you can actually bring some of it back. So don't worry about getting it perfect. Just get it somewhere near where it needs to be cut. And you're going to go ahead and hit the scissors icon. If the scissors icon is not available, it's probably because you don't have the actual clip selected. So let's say I see how the clip is now deselected. I cannot cut right now because the clip is not selected. So if that icon, if you're not able to click the actual scissor icon, make sure you just select the clip and then you're going to come over here and hit the scissors. And you'll notice when you do that, that clip now is cut into two different clips. Now we are going to, so now we have this part that is, hi, my name is Mrs. Mason. And then the second part's going to start with me spelling my name. So when I watch this, I'm going to take my playhead. I'm going to go ahead and put it back right in front of that part that we cut. And I'm going to hit play again. And after I say Mason, I'm going to pause it again. And again, don't worry about it if you don't get it perfect.
Mason.
Pause. Okay. And then remember your clip has to be selected. And then as long as it is, you should be able to go ahead and hit the split here. And now we have three parts of this video. We have the hi, my name is Mrs. Mason part. We have the Mason part. And then we have the rest of the video. So what we're going to do now is we are going to simply delete the Mason part. So I've got it selected and I'm just going to hit backspace. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that the end of this clip and the beginning of this clip is clean, meaning I don't have extra stuff or I didn't accidentally cut too much out. Just go ahead and take your playhead, move it back to the right before the end of that clip, and let's hit play and make sure I don't need to either trim more off or bring some of the clip back. Oops. So it looks like I didn't cut it. I cut it too late. So I am going to just take this back again and replay it.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Mason.
Pause. Okay, so I got it right there. I got it a little better this time. My name is Mrs. Mason. Pause. So you can either cut again right here and then delete this little section, or you can just trim it. But Wherever I want it to stop, though, is this 56 second and 200ths of a second, about right there. So I'm just going to clip this so that it is selected. I'm going to bring this back to as close as I can to that point. 50, yep, that's about good. And again, I'm going to re-watch it just to make sure I got it how I wanted to get it.
My name is Mrs. Mason.
Okay, that's pretty good. But again, if I was like, oh man, I need to add more back, then I could just come back here and bring it back a little bit, bring back a little bit of the clip. And then, like I said, if you need to, zoom in, because that will really allow you to just to bring back or cut off, trim the smallest amount. Okay, go ahead and do that. And then when you come back, you are going to do the same thing to this end of the clip. So I got to make sure that it's nice and clean. So I'm going to take my playhead back, hit play.
Color is fuchsia.
Okay, I'm not quite sure that's clean. So I'm going to click it and I'm going to bring it back some this way. And again, take my playhead back. Remember, I told you video editing isn't necessarily hard. It's just time consuming. So
Favorite color is,
I still don't like it. So I'm going to keep tweaking this until I get it right.
my favorite color is,
and the more you zoom in, the more you may have to drag your clips back out, if that makes sense.
and my favorite color.
All right, you go ahead and do this. I'm going to stop here too, so you don't have to keep watching me do this. You go ahead and clean up both ends of those clips, and then when we come back, we'll do the rest of them. Okay, so both ends of these clips are now clean. So we're going to move on to Mrs. Sozzle. Same thing. She's going to say, hi, my name is Mrs. Sozzle. Well, actually, I'll go ahead and play it for you again. Ready?
And my favorite color is fuchsia.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Salzl, S-A-L-Z-L, and my favorite color is purple.
Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to play it. As soon as she says, hi, my name is Mrs. Sozzle, I'm going to pause it and cut it.
And my favorite color is fuchsia.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Salzl.
Pause. Cut. Then when she says S-A-L-Z-L, I'm going to pause and cut again.
S-A-L-Z-L, and my
Pause. Cut. And then this part here is where she spelled her name. So I'm going to select it, delete it, and then I'm going to go back now and clean up both of these ends. So go ahead and do that now. I meant to say this earlier. Do not close these gaps yet. I'm going to show you how to close all of them at the same time instead of individually closing them one at a time. Because if you have a huge clip and you're cutting it into a bunch of little pieces, it's not very efficient to close all those gaps once at a time. I'm going to show you how to do it at the same time. All right, so I've now cleaned up both the ends of this clip, and we're down to Mrs. Bowling. So she's going to say, hi, my name is Mrs. Bowling. I'm going to pause, cut. Then she's going to spell her name. I'm going to pause, cut, and then delete that section.
and my favorite color is purple.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Bowling.
Pause, cut,
O-W-L-I-N-G, and my
pause, cut, delete the part where she spells her name, and then go back and clean up the end of this clip and the beginning of this clip. All right, so the very end of this, usually at the end of clips or at the beginning of clips, you are going to have to trim some of it. So, because there's always extra stuff that's recorded that doesn't need to be there. So you'll see at the end of this, after Mrs. Bowling says her favorite color is lime green, we're going to need to cut that. So if I hit play,
Is lime green.
woo! We're going to cut out that part. So as soon as she says, and my favorite color is lime green,
Green.
pause it. Oops, you're going to want to get before I say woo. And then last step, cut the end of that and delete it. Again, every time you do something like that, you want to bring it back and make sure you got it at the right place.
Lime green.
All right, that's pretty good. Also, all along, I hope you guys were saving it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out. And you can see we took a single clip and we cut it into 4 different pieces. Instead of manually closing those gaps one at a time, the easiest way to do that is you come outside of the last clip, just kind of hover in the track outside that last clip. You're going to click and drag, and you're going to select all the clips where the gaps are. Hover over one of the clips. You have to be over one of the clips. Doesn't matter which one though. Once you're hovering over it, you're going to right click, not clip. And you're going to hit this close gaps option. Boom. And that's going to close them for you. You're going to take your playhead back and you're going to watch it one more time and just make sure it's nice and clean.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Mason, and my favorite color is fuchsia.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Stossel, and my favorite color is...
Boom. All right, once you get it how you like it, save it. And that's it for this tutorial. Good work.